In the meantime, for the few people who already joined us, if you have any questions, feel free to just write them down in the chat or in the Q&A section. And yeah, it's now 8 p.m. Israel time.
In the meantime, for the few people who
It's quiet. All right. So we're live on YouTube and we can start with the actual webinar. So welcome everyone. Eric here from Reconvert and one of the co-founders of the app. And in today's webinar, we're just gonna do a very quick setup for the app, very basic, to show you how to get started with the app. Obviously, if you have any questions, anything that is a little bit more advanced or anything you'd like to know, just let us know, write it down in the Q&A section and we're going to start. So I'm just gonna head over to my demo store and I'm gonna share my screen and we can start. All right, sharing screen. All right, so assuming you guys can see my screen, I'm just gonna log into my demo store. This is a store we already set up, so we're gonna be good to go and we don't have to change anything. All the setups are ready. Whenever we first install the app, the first thing we're gonna have to do is just approve payment. About payment of the app itself, the price change each month based on the amount of orders you get each month. So if you are a new store, if you have less than 50 orders per month, the app is 100% free. And then it starts from $7.99 a month and it grow with your store. So the more sales you have, the more orders you get every month, the more expensive it's going to be, but the ROI on the app usually is in thousands of percentages, and usually stores are seeing an average boost of about 10 to 15%, kind of depends on your store niche and offer. So this is the full pricing table. You can look at it when you install. Obviously, if you have any questions, need any help, we have 24/7 live support inside the app. All right, so let's just approve the payment for the app. Okay, so this is the first page that you're going to see within the app. As you can see, the live chat is already available here. There are a few options you can start with. You can either create a new, like design your thank you page from scratch. And this is just going to take you to the page editor where you can edit multiple widgets and customize them. There's also an onboarding video, which you can watch. It's like 10 minutes to explain a little further on like how to use the app. The recommended way to start with, and this is what we're going to do in this webinar, is to use our pre-made templates that already contains all the best practices and all the best converting widgets we have to offer in Reconvert. So if you click on Explore Free Templates, we just have the one. So we're just going to use Conversion Monster. I'm gonna let you know exactly what this template is going to contain to your thank you page. By the way, I just thinking about it right now, maybe I don't know if I should say that in the webinar, because I'm guessing if you're already here, then you're already using the app. But if you don't know what Reconvert is a thank you page builder and a post-purchase upsell for Shopify. We have about 30,000 stores already using it. And it works pretty well. We ourselves are merchants, and we developed these apps for ourselves, and then we shared it on the App Store so that other merchants can use it as well. So going back to the app, this template called Conversion Monster, and it contains some of our best practices. By the way, I apologize for the noises. I'm just doing this webinar from my home. So it contains the following widgets. We're going to have product recommendations, which is what you can see here, with 20% off offer for customers, a pop-up with a time-sensitive offer that customers are going to see once with 25% discount store-wide for 20 minutes only. And we're going to have displayed the same product the customer purchased at a 30% off, and this usually converts really well. We're going to have birthday subscription. So we're going to have a widget asking the customer if they want to give us their birthday, and then we can sync it to Klaviyo and send them Klaviyo or any other app you want, and send them a birthday message to their birthday and get them back to shop on your store. We're going to have a social sharing widget, which encourages customers to share their order on social media and maybe give their friends a discount. And we're going to have an order tracking widget where customers can track their orders. Now, why this is important, I don't know if you know that or not, but by default, the transactional emails from Shopify, order confirmation email, shipping confirmation email, order delivered, all these emails by default send the customer back to the thank you page. But by default, there is no way for the customer to actually track the order from there. So we added this widget so that customers can track the order from the thank you page. I'll show you how it looks like. When you click add, now we're just going to create the template in the background for you. Don't worry, it's not activating the app yet. And now we're going to be redirected to the page builder. Perfect. So this is the page builder. We're going to give the template a name. Let's just call it webinar. And yeah, let's talk a little bit about the page builder. So what we have here, it's kind of similar to the theme editor in Shopify. You have a mobile and desktop preview. At the top, you can see that this template is still a draft. You have a help video here again to explain about the page builder itself. If you're not sure how to use it, you got some GIFs and images here to help as well. And then the thank you page itself is divided to the page builder itself is divided into four sections. Actually, we got the right area, which is this side, with the order summary that we can't edit because this is mandatory section by Shopify, but you can drag and drop some widgets in here. And you got the left side, which contains the customer information and the order confirmation by Shopify. Again, we can't edit these sections, or we can delete them, but we can play with what's going to be above what. So yeah, and then we got the header, which allows us to add a custom logo or add a menu items at the top if you want to redirect customers to different locations. And then we got the general settings area, which is all the all the widgets that don't have a specific location within the thank you page. So for example, the pop-up that shows up like this, there is no reason to put it on the right or left area just because it doesn't make sense. Same with the order tracking widget. Yeah. Now, as you can see, probably, I don't know if you don't know my store, but the demo store, but you can see that the design here is already matching the design on my store. So we have a feature called Magic Designer that automatically withdraw all the colors of text and buttons. If it's pricing, color, typography, everything, we withdraw everything from your store and automatically apply it on your thank you page. So you don't have to do most of the design. So every new widget you're going to add is probably going to be automatically look pretty native and very natural on your store. So, all right, I spoke enough. Let's go over some of the widgets we can add to the thank you page. So if you want to add a new widget to the thank you page, you need to pick if you want the right side or the left side of the thank you page. By the way, on mobile, the right side is on the top. So take that in mind. Okay. And whenever, let's say that I want to add something to the right area, I'm just going to click on the right area and then click add section. And here are all the widgets we have to offer. By the way, the star ones are the recommended ones. So we have the birthday collector. I'm going to go over the specific settings for each one of them in a second. For now, I'll just go through very quickly through each and every one so you can see what we have to offer. So the birthday widget, again, asking the customer for his birthday, and then you can sync it. Call to action, which is basically a text and a button where you can send customers to wherever you want. All right, you can play with the alignments and the order of everything. You got collection lists, which allows you to display a list of collections in your store. Let's say that you have, let's just show you real quick. So you can display multiple collections here, and it's going to look like this. It's automatically going to use the collection from the image from the store. Again, this is a demo store, so I didn't set up any images for the collections, but you can display 2 or 3 collections here, and it's going to look like this. Yeah, so you can play a little bit with it. Let's delete it, and let's go over other widgets. So you can add custom HTML, no reason to expand here. You can add a widget of just a discount to offer a discount to the next purchase for your customer. Let's delete it as well. Free text or image with text. So you can do similar to what we had with the call to action button, similar, but instead of a button, you're gonna have an image and you can redirect the image to wherever you want. You can add a link list and add multiple links. So similar to the menu we have in the header that we didn't really, I just mentioned it briefly. So let's say that you have a sale collection and there you go. And it's just going to add multiple links for customers to visit if you want to do that. All right, then we have the post-purchase surveys. This is a little bit more complex, so I'm not going to cover this in this webinar, but basically from the Reconvert dashboard that we're going to see in a sec, you're going to have the option to create surveys with multiple questions and put them on your thank you page so that customers can answer these surveys and you can gain some insight about what their answer. Sorry about that. Yeah, I got a dog here. All right, so next thing is we got the product recommendations, which is similar to the product upsell that I'm going to mention in a second. Basically displaying multiple products for customers to choose from. You can choose a specific collection or you can choose dynamic recommendations with a quick view of the product and a view all button. And then you got the product upsell, which is just a single product that you're going to upsell for your customers. You can control everything from the inside. I'm going to show you in a sec. Reorder button. This button is going to duplicate the entire order completely if you want with additional discount. Now, this is super helpful for stores that where customers are buying multiple items. So let's say on an average customer buy 5 items and then 2 months later, I don't know, he's going to purchase again. This button is going to do that with a single click. And then you got social follow buttons. So this is where you can add, one second, let's add that. Oh wait, no, not social follow. This is just a random. Yeah, all right. So the social media link, this is where you can just add links to your social media. And the same with social sharing, the same widgets, but instead of just visiting the social media, you can actually share on some of the social medias. And the last one is video. So you can add a video to your thank you page. We support YouTube and Vimeo at the moment. Okay, so I'm not going to go through each and every one. Just to let you know, in the top of each widget you create, there is a help video to explain specifically about this video, all right? So this is the birthday collector, for example. You have a specific video about the birthday collector, how it works with GIFs, images, and everything. If this is the upsell, the same thing, all right? Perfect. So I'll just going to go through what we have in the conversion monster and just going to show you some of the customizations you can do with it. All right. Now, with the product upsell, you can do anything from, by default, it's going to display the same product the customer purchased, okay? And then you can add an additional discount, but you can choose any of these apps we integrate with to display smart product recommendations. You can also use Shopify product recommendations, which are less advanced, but they're great for beginners, or you can also use a specific product. Now, if you select a specific product, you're actually going to see the product details. So let's say that I'm choosing this portable electronic iron machine. Sorry, my English isn't perfect, all right? I'll do my best here. And then you can choose what happens if the product is already in the order. You can display an alternative product or hide it or just keep showing it. You can play with the title of the product and yeah. So let's say get another one for 30% off. You can choose if you want to display the description or not. You can play with it. There are a few options. You can choose if you want the title. A lot of options of customization. You can really customize everything. Same with secondary images. You can choose to have the secondary images below the product, the main product image. Quantity picker, variants, everything is customizable. You can also set up to display star reviews like the star reviews below the product. We support Looks, Review, Judge Me, Stamp.io, and Ali reviews at the moment. So yeah, if you use any of those, you can set it up very easily. And then you can set up automatic discounts or manual discounts. For the manual discount is just where you create a coupon code in Shopify and use it in here, but it's not recommended because it's going to make the checkout process a little bit longer for your customers. And automatic discount, we're just going to apply the discount for you and it's going to be automatic. You can also apply free shipping if you want that. You can also customize the pricing, design, and size, and all of that. And you can choose the text of the button. So this is the product upsell. The product recommendations is pretty much the same idea, all right? Just with multiple products, and you can select specific collection to display, recommendations, or any of that. And you can choose everything else. Like you can choose if you want to display 2 products per row, or 3 products per row, or 1 product per row, and you can choose the number of products. Everything is customizable, all right? Yeah, now with the post-purchase, okay, in the general settings, we automatically going to add the order tracking widget and the pop-up with timer. By the way, the pop-up with timer is by far the most converting widget we have to offer. It converts much better than the other widgets. And yeah, you can play with the design and settings and everything. You can play with the discount, the duration, everything. One important thing to know about this widget is that if the customer declined the offer, because many times after you complete the order, you still want to make sure that you got all the details right and the order, you want to make sure that everything is okay with the order. You don't want to place another order right away. So when they click maybe later, they're going to see this bottom bar at the, let me just scroll this, all right. So they're going to see this bottom bar, letting them know that the discount is still available for them for the time left to the timer. And if they click shop now, it's going to redirect them to wherever you want them to redirect it until they either close it. There's a close button here, which is hidden by the live chat support. Yeah, so this is it. You can also control the bottom bar. You can put it at the top of the page and you can disable it. It's not a must. All right, so I think we're ready. And now what I'm going to do, you have 2 options. You can either save it as a draft and not publish it on your thank you page. But again, it's very straightforward. So you can do whatever you want. I'm just gonna hit save and activate, and that's going to automatically display this thank you page on my Shopify store. Now, just to show you how effective and how quick this is, I'm going to head over to my actual store here. And I'm going to show you one of the orders before I activate the Reconvert thank you page. So, and another important note, if you want to check out how your thank you page look like, you don't have to create a test order. You can just head over to any order on Shopify. Just make sure that it's an order that went through the online store. Okay, if it's from POS or any other things, it's not going to show up. It needs to be from the online store. And then just click more actions and view order status page. That's going to take you to the order status page or the thank you page. It's pretty much the same thing in Shopify. So yeah, this is the default thank you page from Shopify. Kind of sad, 0 conversion rate. And now if I'm going to activate the app, perfect, we're live, up and running. Now let's head over to the dashboard. And I'm going to just refresh this page to show you how it looks like. Perfect. Now it's not showing this product, I guess, just because it's not available in stock, the product upsell. As you saw, it loaded and then the product didn't display. I guess it's because of the stock not being available, but you can see the product recommendations here. We got the quick view of the product and you can choose any variants you want. And then you got the bottom bar to let you know that you can continue on with this one-time offer that we showed in the pop-up. All right, now let's head over to the dashboard. This is the Reconvert Dashboard. I'm just going to close this. Very similar to Shopify. Again, this is where you can control your templates and you can going to start seeing some data coming from Reconvert, how many orders are being generated, what's your conversion rate, what's your ROI on the app, what's the average order value, how much impressions you got, how many birthdays you collected, how many orders were tracked. You're going to get all this information. Also, you're going to see exactly which customer did what on what order. So you're going to have like an activity report. Right now, it's just empty because we didn't do anything. But let's say that I'm just going to use my birthday here. So that's my real birthday. If you want to send me a birthday gift, now you got my birthday. And I'm also, why did I buy this product? Let's just say this is product comments. By the way, we didn't talk about this widget. It just allows you to ask one question per product purchase, and then you can collect this data and use it later for your marketing. So I just do looks great. All right, perfect. Now, if I'm going to refresh my dashboard, I'm going to see some activity here. It should work. It should work. All right. Perfect. So you can see now some of the data here is already updated. I had one thank you page impression, one birthday collected, one product comment collected. You can see for these widgets, how many impressions I had for each widget. And then you can see clicks, orders, revenue, conversions, click-through rate, and conversion rates per widget. We really want you to have the ability to see everything. And here in the activity report, you can see this, which customer on what order, when, what he did, and if there's a value to it, what's the value. All right, so if there's orders generated, you're going to see it here. Now, a lot of customers also ask if there's a way to display a specific thank you page for a specific product or anything like that. Yes, of course you can. So what we did so far is we created a template. You can create as many templates as you want and design them however you want. And then we have a feature called triggers. So this is where you can choose in what case, and we kind of created like Klaviyo where you have tons of like functionality. You can choose anything from available in the Shopify API. And you can do, for example, if the customer bought product X, display template Y. If the customer had a purchase with 5 items, show this template. And you can play with it as much as you can. Like the more creative you are, the easier it's going to be. Like the better conversion you're going to have. Okay, guys. So I think this is it for this webinar. Anyone have any questions about what I've showed you so far? Any specific requests? Okay, I'm going to give you another second to see if you have any questions. Okay, guys, so thank you so much for attending. I hope you learned something. I hope you had fun. If you like the app, a review on the App Store will make our day. So please, no, I'm joking. Obviously, just if you like the app, we want it to be honest, we want it to be genuine, but we don't worry about it because our app performs, it works really, really well. And we are just about to launch some other cool new features. So you can also go to our YouTube channel, see all the videos, all the tutorials, and watch previous webinars if you're interested. And we're gonna put another webinar next month. It's going to be even better with new features. Yeah, and goodbye. Bye.